Hi, welcome to my home. I'm Mally Steve's Chocola, and I created M. Steve's, result-driven, natural, anti-aging skincare. Today I'm going to share with you one of my favorite new recipes, Josh's Winter Veggies. In it we have butternut squash, parsnips, yams, and Japanese sweet potato. I love using sweet potatoes instead of potatoes because they're a great source of vitamin A. So we're going to start off by washing our veggies. We're going to start off by peeling the vegetables. We definitely need to peel the butternut squash, but the yams and the parsnips we don't necessarily need to peel. I'm going to do this one though because as you can see the skin's not looking so great. I like to peel directly into my trash can. It makes cleanup easier for me. And so we're just finishing chopping up the vegetables. We've preheated the oven to about 400 while we started chopping. I finished chopping all the ingredients and I mixed them together in a bowl. This is a little bit too small of a bowl, but I don't really have anything much bigger, so it's going to work. But if you could get a little bit bigger, that would be great because we're going to now add the olive oil and toss the veggies around. So I say to add about 1/8 of a cup of olive oil, but really what you're going to do is you're really going to just visually measure what you think looks right to cover all the veggies. You can always add more in before you throw it into the oven. And then we're going to add in our garlic and our herbs. I love garlic, and it's great for you. It's full of allium. So I'm picking about 7 cloves here. I cheat. I buy the pre-peeled garlic from the grocery store. It makes my life easier. I cook a lot. It makes my fingers smell a lot better. So, and then we're going to, you can use your hand, you can use a spoon, whatever you like, and we're going to really scoop it around and mix it together. So now we've tossed our veggies in olive oil, and we've added a bunch of garlic cloves, because that's how I like it. And so now we're going to add our herbs, our rosemary and our thyme. The rosemary we're going to keep in whole pieces, and we're just going to rinse a few off. If they're about this size, I'd say 2 big sprigs. If they're smaller, you could do about 3. So we're going to use that as it is, and then we're going to take some thyme. I like to buy fresh herbs rather than buy herbs that are already cut for you. It keeps them longer. You can get a lot more use out of them, and also maybe it's a great indoor little houseplant for you. It also just smells so good. So now I've washed that, and I'm really just going to make sure, just sort of run your fingernails down the sprig. Ooh, I lost one. You can pull out these sort of wiry pieces. So you want to make sure that we're not getting any of those stuck in our teeth when we're eating. And once you have most of those out, and you have just the little leaves, we're going to go ahead and add these herbs to our dish. I'm going to toss them around in here. I like to use my hands, put a little love into the food. And then we're going to take our 2 rosemaries, maybe this is a little bit much here, and I'm going to leave those whole like I said, and now we're just going to toss them around too. And you can see if you come close on this how beautiful these colors are really rich together. So now we have all of our herbs and veggies together. We're going to go ahead and add salt and pepper. I love to use a flaked sea salt, like a Maldon sea salt. Has a nice crumbly kind of effect. And we're going to add some salt in here. And then I like a fresh cracked pepper. So I'm going to finish tossing this. Get it really mixed in nicely. And smell that. Hopefully it smells good. If anything feels like it's lacking, add a little bit at this point. And now I'm going to add it into my oven-safe dish. You know what? That wasn't how we want to do things, so I'm going to go ahead and use my hand. And then, actually, I'm going to pull out these sprigs of rosemary, and I'm going to put them on the top so they're a pretty garnish. Hopefully they've been soaked pretty well in the olive oil, so that will help them to not brown as much when it goes in the oven. So now we're laying it in. I've got a little extra here. I'm not going to put that in because we're going to try to keep it about 1 inch to 2 inches deep in the pan. We'll get a better cook that way and more even roasting. And now we have our herbs laid out pretty. And I'm just going to finish it off with a little bit more flake salt and a little bit of pepper because I love pepper. And now it's ready for the oven. So now we just put our vegetables into the oven and we're going to cook them at 400 for about 45 minutes. Every 10 minutes or so I like to give them a shake and rotate them a bit so that they get that beautiful roasted look. And I don't know about you, but I am starving and I cannot wait to eat them. So we just pulled the vegetables out of the oven. They look beautiful, perfectly roasted. I just threw a few extra sprigs of rosemary on top because I love it. Tossed them a little bit and now I'm going to try it. Perfect. With my busy on-the-go lifestyle, I'm always looking for great ways where I can turn a side dish into a meal. Here are 2 meals that we created out of our leftover vegetables. The first one is Ezekiel wraps. I toasted them a little bit because I like the flavor. And then we put a layer of hummus, classic hummus, and then put some veggies in. And there you go. You've got a great lunch snack. Also, I took some leftover kale that I had sauteed last night with some garlic and olive oil. Put that down, put some roasted veggies on top with a dollop of ricotta. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy making Josh's roasted veggies for your loved ones.